Hey champions, in today's video I'm going to be talking a lot about Scheming Skeleton, just how amazing he is as a person, the content he's putting out, and his willingness to be honest with us and give us serious, critical feedback that we can then use to help grow the company. So this is going to be very much a video that praises Scheming Skeleton for a lot of what he does, and for our content creators that go out there and take ownership and pride over Genesis. Thank you. Hey champions, today is going to be a day where I talk a lot about Jordan from Scheming Skeleton because he's just such an awesome guy. I wanted to put out a comment. I think I've mentioned it a lot, it's been talked about a lot, but I wanted to be very clear about my sentiments about his video that he posted out last week regarding things he would like to see Haunted Castle do over the next few years as we grow as a company. And I want to make it very clear that I agree with him 100%. He brought out a lot of really, really great points on what we should be doing. So we've already started actioning on that. Actually, it was while I was watching his video for that particular video that I started going through the website and being like, oh shoot, yeah, some of this stuff isn't up to date. I've been just so slammed with everything that I completely forgot to update things like advertising around the Kickstarter, and shifting that over to advertising around J2. So I'm trying to take his feedback to heart. I do want to either sit with him or talk to him about doing a complimentary video talking about the other side of the conversation, what our plans are for those things. But he also talked about marketing. And if you saw the message, I mean, I talked about it in Friday's video, put the message out there. Jordan also put out a video, Bone Zone episode, where he brought on Joey from Decks and Giraffes into his conversation, and talked about how he's going to be helping us with a lot of the marketing stuff. So marketing, a lot of this stuff is planned, and I'm really, really excited about that. So Jordan, Scheming Skeleton, thank you for all your content that you've been putting out. Also, Ben from Trading Card has been putting out so much content recently this weekend. A lot of shorts, a lot of longer videos, talking about not just Genesis, but a bunch of games. So Ben, thank you so much for all your support. We've been seeing the community be very positive over the past little while. We've been seeing some very honest critiques and feedbacks come in. And to be honest, when there comes a point in a company's decision that there's a fork in the road, it's great that the community is raising it and expressing their opinions. We're going to take that in, but at the end of the day, we have to make a decision based on our own company's values, ethics, and morals, and then make a decision from there. So let me be very clear that when you leave a comment on something like a video from Jordan, a video from Kitchen Table TCG, any video that's talking about Genesis, I am trying my best to not just watch all those videos, but read all those comments. Eventually, I'll be splitting this task between me and the rest of the company because, let's be honest, one person can't keep on top of all the content that gets put out on a regular basis. But we are trying our best to at least read all your comments. We are lurking behind the scenes to know what your feedback is. So that being said, thank you for all of your perspectives. We will take it to heart and do, at the end of the day, we'll make the decision that we think is best for our community as a whole and go from there. And with so many new people coming in, it's been amazing to get all of their feedbacks in and feel that huge influx of player feedback. But we still have to let the dust settle a little bit and figure out what the best decision is and not just do a knee-jerk reaction to such a big change in the company's history. Anyways, that aside, let's talk about the deck tech submission contest. So assignment 2 wraps up tonight at midnight Eastern. I don't know when this video is going to get posted, but it's definitely, you only have a few hours left. So this again, GenesisBattleChampions.com/EX-LIB. That's exploring library short form. That's just what we do it in behind the scenes. So deck tech submissions is here. This is also in the description. So if you go to the description of this video, it'll take you directly to this website. So assignment 2, no repeats. You have until the end of the day today, Eastern time, to submit your ideas. Let's be honest, we're not going to be there exactly at midnight doing a cutoff. So if you want to sneak yours in, basically just do it today before the end of your day today. Before you go to sleep, submit it. I'm sure we'll make some wiggle room. We did last time. The criteria is that you just cannot use Malik, Erica, or Kendra. If you submit a deck tech with one of those champions, we'll review it. We may talk about it during the stream, but you're not going to be eligible for winning the prize. And these prizes are foiled cards from J2 that are signed by Damian. So if you're part of this community, you know that the foils from J2 are relatively rare. And I grabbed some that are in really good condition that I got Damian to sign. And then those are the ones that are going into the pool. So once you have your deck tech submitted somewhere on some sort of public page, you can fill out this form. And we will only look at the ones that get submitted using this form. So if you post it on, or private message it to me or someone on the panel, it's not going to count until it gets submitted through this form. All right, so we're looking at old contests where I want to look over the last winner from last week's assignment. So we already went over the Erica deck. We already went over the Kendra deck. So let's talk about this Malik deck. So this is from Scheming Skeleton. Like I said, today is a big video focusing on Jordan here. So he put this up. He named this Malik Monsters, which tickles my bones a little bit because I made the Idris Monster deck. It was one of my favorite decks that I ever crafted. It was probably one of the most unique decks that I ever made. So for someone to now take that and start pushing that to another level was really, really cool to see. On top of that, his details in this video was just so clean. It was just a very enjoyable video to watch. And as someone who's letting when it comes to designing Genesis, it took a little while to really let it become a public project. Like, it was my own baby for a very, very long time. 10, 15 years of design. So then eventually it going published and being out there and people taking ownership and designing their own decks and talking about their own things. That took a long time to do. Now to have people take that and create their own content with their own level of respect and detail and precision behind it and putting out something that's much nicer than the content I'm even presenting to the community. It is a very wonderful feeling, and it makes me very proud to see people respect it that way. So thank you, Jordan, for doing that. This deck was amazing. It used a lot of newer cards, but also highlighted some older cards that we are now highlighting ourselves in the back end and talking a little bit more detail around of like, what do we want to do with these cards? He did one thing that made all of us on the panel laugh a lot, which was giving a nickname to Ogorkakore, which is okay. And I was like, that's an okay nickname. That's a wonderful nickname for it. So as a whole, and on top of that, this was a great deck for someone who is just trying out Malik and seeing what they could do. And then you use it, you refine it, you play test it. You're like, some of these cards work for you, some of them don't. Brawler's Momentum is definitely, if you heard Alex's opinion, he does not like this card. I actually really like this card and think it could be a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it a lot in playtesting. So the fact that he's taking it and trying it out, I think is going to be great. And it's going to give an opportunity for new players to experience something. But at the end of the day, I do think that he's going to end up pulling it from the deck because it's a really, really hard card to work. I would not, if we were to ever look at reprinting this card, I would not reprint it as is. I think a stronger version is what needs to be done to respect the card. Still, Vigor is amazing. The entire deck list is really well done. I think his video, the animations behind it, everything about this is just a very solid piece of content out there. So these are the big reasons why I leaned towards it. So between just designing a good deck, creating a great video, and just taking pride in what he's putting out there. I think those are a key reasons of why I lean towards voting on this one and ultimately giving him the prize for making this deck. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. As I close off this video, I want to remind you to support your local game stores. They are the backbone of the hobby industry. Also, please follow our partner content creators. They are working very hard to make content that you are interested in. So check out our playlist of videos made by them and like and subscribe to their videos. Finally, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. Without you, this game would not be where it is today. Thank you for being so awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.